Hey everybody, it's Ricky Medlock from Leonard Skinner. That's right, babies. And you are now listening to the Little Aussie Podcast right here for your listening pleasure. So sit back, relax, grab your favorite drink, and enjoy the ride.
Welcome back to the Little Aussie Podcast. Very special guest. Every one of them are very special, but this is extra very special. Mr. Patrick Kennison, what's up, baby?
Hey, man, how you doing?
Man, I'm doing great. Doing really good now. I have, the first time I saw you, man, was in Hopewell, Virginia, at the Beacon Theater with Lita Ford about 2 years ago. And I was late getting there. I was coming from somewhere, I don't even know. But I went there, and I was just so excited because I've never met Lita. I always come so close. And, it's like when we did mention the other night when you were on another interview about the Panama City Beach gig a couple years ago. It was, I think we did Thursday night, y'all did Friday night, and Colt Ford did Saturday night. And I left the Saturday morning and missed the show. And my bass player stayed back because we had one like Saturday night in Nashville, and he brought me my set list with Lita Ford's signature telling me happy birthday. And man, I was so ecstatic. It was happy birthday, Ozzy. Love Lita Ford. And he bought it framed, because she's just always been an idol of mine, man. I mean, she was married to Tony Iommi, for Christ's sake, right?
Exactly.
So, yeah, and then I got to the Beacon Theater. I didn't have tickets. The owner, he said, come on down. And I kind of dressed up. I had my shades on and stuff because I was like dying to meet her. And he did walk me down into the pit, and she looked at me and she waved and smiled. And I just knew she knows who I am, So we waited for you guys like 2 hours afterwards. And I kept telling my friends, they're gone. They're not sitting here 2 hours in this building. Trust me, they're gone. And I left, and 30 minutes later, my friends called me and said, we just met him. And I was like, damn, Patrick Kennison. When I walked through the door and heard your vocals, man, and you ripping that, oh, my God, man. I was like, who has she found? The gods have set Patrick Kennison on a stage with Lita Ford. Just wanted to give you a shout-out, man.
Oh, thank you so much, man. Yeah, it's definitely a fun gig.
I can't imagine. So how are you doing? You're in L.A. That's where you live, correct?
Yeah, I'm in the Mecca, if you will.
Amen. How's everything going out there, man? It's things are opening up here, man. We're getting busy again. Getting some schedules. People are out and about on the beaches. And what's it like where you're at?
Not as much for us. I think our governor of California is holding us down for a little longer, maybe because it's so many people out here.
Yeah.
I'm dying to go to the beach. Me and my girl and the whole band and everybody wants to get to the beach. We haven't, but man, I'll be honest, we're blessed that we have a lot of studio work. I have my own band, Heaven Below, that I front, and we're putting out a new album in less than a week. And I've been blessed to work on other people's albums too. So, man, I've just been working in the studio, and it was actually kind of good timing. A lot of projects that people wanted me to be a part of kind of lined up to where I'm like, okay, I guess I'm home, and I'll get in there and make it happen.
Man, that's incredible news. When is the last time you did an album with Heaven Below?
Let's see. We did a concept album in 2016 called Good Morning Apocalypse that featured the almighty Lita Ford on one of the tracks. And Udo Dirk Schneider sang vocals, the guy from Accept. On
What? Oh my God! How did I miss that one? You betcha!
Yeah, you got to check it out. We had Jason, my buddy from Texas, Jason McMaster, sang on a track. Even Cobra Page from Cobra and the Lotus sang. That was the last time we put an album out, and it got excellent reviews, especially in Europe. And that was the last time. And since then, we recorded a cover album because we've had a lot of attention with certain cover songs we've done.
Great.
We did a Rush cover and had William Shatner be the guest appearance on it.
Yes, tell us about that, man, because I heard it the other day, but I don't know that my listeners have. But that was some cool stuff.
Yeah, well, living out here in LA, I'm blessed that I get to do studio work like that. And one of my producer friends said, hey, you got to come record some guitar
Oh yeah.
But I don't know if I can see myself on the recording saying subdivisions. I'm like, man, who can I? Oh my God, I know who I need to ask.
That's perfect.
And he said yes, and the rest is history. Yeah,
Wow.
that cover got a lot of attention for us, on the Spotify, the Apple streaming, iTunes. And so we thought, well, that worked. How about we do some more covers? Just have fun, because really it's all about having fun. So it led up to this album that's coming out next week. It's coming out actually on June 8th. It's called Rest in Pieces. It's a full-length cover album of all the artists that have left us. Of course, we did Pantera. We did AC/DC, for Bon Scott and Malcolm Young. We did Queen for Freddie Mercury.
Oh, man.
We did Johnny Cash. I mean, it's like 10 or 12 artists of the people that have left us.
Wow, man, that's June 8th.
Yeah, June 8th. It's Rest in Pieces from my band Heaven Below.
Man, I can't wait to hear that. That is going to be awesome, man. Oh, one more thing, man. Back to William Shatner. What is he like in person? He seems like such a nice, genuine person. Is he really like that?
He really is. He's a very noble gentleman that he's aware of how people see him, and he even makes fun of himself and makes jokes and stuff. And I think that's the trick to being a legend like that. You have to know how other people see you instead of trying to impress upon people how you see yourself.
Right.
And I've definitely learned that from people like him and Lita. We all have an idea of how we think we're perceived by people, but sometimes people perceive us differently.
Man, that's some profound stuff right there from you, Patrick. You got me sitting here scratching my head going, I mean, I'm 4'8", man, and you give me a drink and I'm 6'2", Sebastian Bach. So that's pretty profound knowledge right there. And I joke by myself a lot. I'm fucking little Ozzy. So it's like it's worked for me, man. In the 80s you wouldn't have seen it, but you know what? Nowadays it's fair game. Everything goes, man.
Absolutely, and I think a lot of that self-awareness, I guess I would call it. I guess it can be really good for people. Lita knows when she's going to go on stage. They're expecting to see Lita Ford from the videos from the Runaways. So she knows not to come out with a jazz album or with a a techno pop album. These people, they know what people want out of them and who they are.
Yeah, that's pretty amazing. The man, you got a lot of stuff coming out, and I can't wait to hear the covers album. But do you have a regular album coming out that you guys have written too?
Well, we did back in 2016 when we did that concept album. It's kind of things, kind of an Operation Mindcrime meets a movie kind of deal. We actually had about 24 songs for it, and we only put 10 of them on the album. So we throw words around like prequel and goofy, ambitious ideas. But I don't know, we definitely have a lot of material. And now I'm kind of covered out after doing all the covers and having done a concept album. I told the band the other day, I said, what if we just did a balls to the wall, in-your-face hard rock album with no pretension on it and no guidelines?
Just nasty rock.
I want to do too.
Hell yeah, that would be awesome. Yeah. Now I was listening to your I'm sorry, brain fog here. Your Union Station album. That was your first. Let's go back, man. When
Union Underground.
Union Underground. I'm sorry.
Yep.
I'm trying to remember all this. And then when you got me flustered because my wife and I were watching The Runaways today, and we were like, because she was like, "That was Lita Ford." I was like, "Yeah." I was telling her, and showing her, and she was like, "Wow." And then she started watching Cherie Curry's current stuff, and so it was pretty cool. But where were you born, man? And what happened? How old were you? Tell me about your family life, because it's something that always interests me with musicians. We're so much alike, man. Everybody has different backgrounds, but it's almost like music was therapy, or music was put into us by a grandma that played by ear, or a father that went away or passed away too early that left this behind or something. Tell me your story, man.
Yeah, I come from San Antonio, Texas. I had a military dad, and he was stationed in San Antonio, Texas, him and my mom. They had 6 kids before me, so I'm the youngest of 7 children.
Wow, the baby.
So I'm the baby, and I remember literally coming out of the
No way.
Judas Priest, Hellbent for Leather. I didn't know the names of the albums yet. I remember hearing AC/DC, High Voltage. I remember hearing all this stuff, and I didn't know what it was. But man, when you're the youngest kid, your goal in life in your first few years is to be as cool as your older brothers and sisters, and that's what they were listening to. I remember Zeppelin 4. I remember hearing, "Hey, Mama said the way you move." I heard that. I didn't know what he was saying, but I heard it. So it was there from the beginning. Later on, my older brother started playing guitar and smoking weed and all that stuff, and he probably did a little more smoking weed than he did guitar.
So he was probably really good.
So I took over on guitar, and I think the first song he taught me was "Breaking the Law" from Judas Priest. I was probably 10 or 11 years old, and my mom saw that I took to it pretty quick. I tried sports, I failed. I tried to be a good kid in school, get good grades, I failed. Couldn't do the drama class. As a little kid, you start thinking, man, something's wrong with me. I'm not good at anything.
Oh, boy, I can relate.
And my mom saw that guitar in my hands, and so she watered that seed and bought me my own guitar, took me to guitar lessons, and I was literally off to the races from there on out.
That's so common, man. I tend to think nowadays school is a lot of bullshit, man.
Yeah, absolutely. I remember the politics in my school. If you weren't throwing a football or making straight A's, you were an idiot.
Right.
At least in my school.
I remember repeating, and I'll say this, people would be embarrassed to say this, but I repeated the 8th grade 3 times, man. And
wow.
My mother got a school psychologist in there. They did all the IQ tests and stuff. And they were like, his IQ is, and I'm not patting myself on the back, it's above the average. He hates school. What does he do? What does he like? And my mom was like, music and guitar. Get him the hell out of school. Throw that in his lap. And let him get a job doing something and just push him. And that's what I did. That's what my stepson is my guitarist in Little Ozzy. He just released a CD under the hand of Bill Leverty from Firehouse, recorded it for him. He got his GED 2 years ago. But you know what? Hate school, man. It's just not, some people, it's just not your thing, man. How old are you, Patrick?
My mom recognized that too. My mom is a Hispanic woman that is all about church and Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
But she bought me Diary of a Madman. She bought me Shout at the Devil.
Man.
In Catholic school, so I had to repeat 7th grade. They told my mom that I was a devil worshiper because they saw in the book bag Diary of a Madman and Shout at the Devil.
It's the same thing, man. Same story. We were church, Southern Baptist, and my grandma bought me Kiss Destroyer. She was a modeling teacher. And then my mom was like, my stepdad, he was a real dick. He was like, well, Ted Nugent, double live gonzo. You can't have that, and busted it. And I'm like, oh my God. But yeah.
My mom was just happy that I wasn't smoking dope. I wasn't getting in trouble. And she knew that the music, because of my 6 older brothers and sisters, she knew that Shout at the Devil did not mean it was a bunch of devil music. She knew that.
Sure, yeah.
And even being a God-fearing, religious woman, she said, I'm getting you the hell out of this Catholic school. This is not working for you.
Yeah, right. That's more scary.
My mom was saying that. It was definitely true.
That's scary, though, man. We won't get on that topic because I'll go forever, man. But the Catholic Church scares the hell out of me, man.
I ran from it, man. I really ran from that religion and all religions, really. And it only hasn't been till now that I'm older, where I'm at in my life now. I say, if religion is preaching people to be better, not judging others, well, maybe that's probably a good thing. But, it all gets divided up into its own politics, which is...
It does. That's the sad thing about it, man. I have a belief in I study the scriptures and but I sure don't go out here and force it. I don't. I have a personal belief, man, and that's the way. Hey, man, I believe in the teachings of Jesus, and I also believe that God created music, and I don't believe that if I go out here and listen to good music, and I love to listen to Slayer and then some Bon Jovi or something. I get everything from Karen Carpenter to whatever. Music's music, man. Come on,
Absolutely.
God,
I think we've even known as kids, we wanted Kiss to be from another planet and all that. But, bands are busy counting money and laughing at, Ozzy was probably laughing when
yeah.
There was jokes backstage. It wasn't all
No.
demon stuff. They were laughing.
No. And brilliant. He bit the head off of a dove. I mean, it got him signed. Brilliant. I mean, wow. You know?
There you go. Yep.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. So, anyways, so you've lived out there all your life.
I lived in San Antonio, when I was born.
When did you move out to LA?
Through Union Underground, getting our deal and having success. And when the Union Underground thing ended, I was not ready to go back there because San Antonio is a beautiful city,
It is.
but it's not the first place you think of for bands coming out of. So that's when I decided to move to LA. That was 2003.
2003. Wow. If you don't mind me asking, how old are you? You're a bit younger than me.
I just turned 49 last Sunday.
Wow. Well, happy birthday. I was May 12th. May 12th, I turned 42. No, 53. 53. I'm a bit older. But, there's a lot of things I want to talk about. I'm so excited I got you right now. And San Antonio is beautiful. I got to play at a place called Fitzgerald's.
I've played there a few times.
Yeah, nice club, man. That place was packed. And I was drinking a little bit that night, and they had to calm me down because I was going to one-up Ozzy and go do something else on this album. They were like, dude, you're going to die here. Let's just go. But anyways, man, I'm excited about your covers album. I can't wait to hear it. There's so many musicians out here, and everybody knows somebody that knows somebody that knows you, or something. And honestly, I just started this podcast this year, and it really took off during the pandemic, whatever you want to call it. The isolation and the all my gigs have been canceled, my livelihood. So I'm going to do something cool. And I just started reaching out, and I was surprised at all the people that were like, sure, I'll do it. Sure, I'll do it. So I'm learning so much about Brian Tishy. Learning so much about Blackberry Smoke. People like you, Robert Sarzo, Rudy's brother. Everybody's got a story, and everybody's got so much cool music out there. I'm the type that I'm still stuck in the 80s, man. If I go, I'm like, man, I'm listening to Motley Crue today, man. It's something like that. So the cool thing is now is I'm listening to things like the Winery Dogs, and I'm a few years behind. And Heaven Below, I just listened to some of your stuff after you agreed to do the interview. I was like, wow, man, this stuff is ripping, man. Stuff on YouTube, And but Bobby Rock, man, come on, man.
Oh my God, that's one of the people ask me how I got in Lita Ford.
Please tell me.
One of the reasons I was a huge Vinnie Vincent fan. I met
dude. Love kills the fire, dude. Oh my God, dude.
After I got the Lita gig that night, I text Bobby Rock and I sent him a picture of my vinyl signed by him. I said, "You remember a kid with hair down to his waist with a lot of acne in 1980, whatever." And we still joke about that. So that's good times.
Vinnie Vincent. I mean, let's talk about this for a second too, because let me tell you, when Robert Fleischman, their first singer, he lived in Richmond for a while, and I became good friends with him because through a drummer. I don't know if you know many drummers, but Andre LaBelle is one of the best drummers in Virginia.
I know him through Bobby Rock. I'm friends with him today. Yeah.
How about that? We had Andre on here. The first show I ever played at 15 years old, I opened up for Andre's band in Richmond, and we've been friends since. But it just blew my mind because I love the Robert Fleischman stuff. I love the Vinnie Vincent, the first album, Boys Are Gonna Rock. And I thought it was sad that he had to get up here and lip sync Robert's stuff. But when All Systems Go came out, man, it blew my freaking mind. I wanted to be Mark Slaughter.
Oh, yeah, the opening track, Ashes to Ashes, with that kind of White Snake Zeppelin riff thing. I loved it.
Oh, my God, yeah. I was like, I still cut that up and listen to it. My kids are looking at me like, what the hell is he listening to?
Yeah.
But it's just great stuff. So you got the gig with Lita through Bobby, man.
Well, actually, what really led to it was the president of VC Rich Guitars, because back in Union Underground days, I was endorsed with VC Rich Guitars, and me and the president became good friends. And he was the one that suggested that I try out for it. But once I got there, me and Bobby clicked really great, and Bobby told Lita after I left, Bobby said, "You better not let that dude go. That's our man right there."
How about
that? So that's how it happened.
So you've been with her how many years now?
Let me see. That was 2014. Yeah.
6. Yeah. We're trying to do a math now. 6 years.
Yeah, exactly.
We failed math class too. Math was my worst.
I'm not so good at that. I'm numerically dyslexic.
Me too, man.
Yeah.
That is so freaking cool. So you guys, what have you got planned coming up with Lita?
Well, we had that Alice Cooper tour that got, pushed, obviously, with everyone else's. I heard through some sources, I don't know if I'm allowed to say, but I'm going to tell you, I heard that's going down October, November, December is the Alice Cooper Lita tour.
Man, that's going to be so sweet. I got Ryan Roxy next week. I had him, but we had to cancel. And
yeah, those are great guys. It's a great band, and man, I'm really looking forward. That's one of those dream tours. You'll wake up every day, you're going to your hotel, going, "Really, I'm out here. This is awesome."
I know, right? It's funny how you have those surreal moments. It's like, I mean, I'm having one right now because I'm talking to you. That's all part of it, But it's just it's amazing because, like I said, you have you look back at what you wanted to be when you grew up, and what you wanted to do, and it was just music. And then you're like, you're there. I mean, I'm just like barely, pumping nickels. But, what I'm saying is it's something that I love to do, It's me. I don't care, about it. I love doing the in-home concerts. We're getting ready to do another one because, we're not playing. And, the virtual experiences and things like that. It's all exciting because you're doing what you were made to do,
Definitely was meant to be, and I always tell, people, I know people that are from my hometown that are much more talented than I am, but the talent only does so much. It's the drive, the planning, being able to weather the storm that makes the difference. If it was about who was the most talented, we would see Sean Lane and Steve Vai on the cover of Rolling Stone. Rolling Stone doesn't want Steve Vai or Sean Lane. They want Billie Eilish. They want Bono. They want that kind of stuff. So,
amen, man.
I meet all these people that think that it's all about talent. No, that's only a part of it.
Oh, God, it's so true. I told somebody, no disrespect for Yngwie Malmsteen, but I told, somebody a while back ago, we were talking about the marketing and people hear with their eyes and you got to have a product and, we're businessmen. It takes a lot. It takes covering all these avenues. Yngwie Malmsteen is way, 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 way better guitar player than Mick Mars, but who sold more records?
And I love both of them. And
I do too.
Yngwie live. I had more fun at Motley Crue concerts than I did at Big Malmsteen concerts.
Right. It's so true, man. It's so true.
Yeah.
It really is. So, what is your average day like, brother? What'd you do today?
Well, today was a good day. I went over to a buddy's place in Sherman Oaks, and he's been a songwriter that's helped some of the Heaven Below stuff. We went over to that side of town, and then, I don't know if you know or not, my girlfriend is Nikki from the Iron Maidens.
What?
Helping her. Yeah, did I just sweeten the pot when I said that?
You did, because, I got a call back in February from somebody, who's their talent agency?
It's
Big Time Entertainment. Yeah. And he was texting me because he wanted to do an Iron Maidens and a little Ozzy thing.
Oh.
And I was stoked, man, and then pandemic.
Yeah, well, I've been helping Nikki get her album out. She just released a picture disc vinyl version of her EP that I produced, and she can actually hear us right now because I'm on speakerphone.
That's wonderful.
I've been helping her with that too. So,
well, you tell her I said hello, and I've watched hundreds of videos, man, and just sat there with my jaw down.
Awesome.
Man.
She says hi, what's up?
That is awesome. So you guys probably know, there's a girl that, she lived in Carolina. She went out on the road with me and played bass for a while. A young girl, she plays with Nita Strauss now. Her name is Emily Rivedich. Do you know that girl?
Do you know Emily, a bass player, Nikki? Yeah.
Yeah, she's a good friend of mine. She did my bass. We went out west one time, Arizona and stuff. And her mom came along with us. She was like 17, but what a sweet child and what a heck of a talent.
Nice, yeah. So Nikki and Nikki plays guitar in Heaven Below. She's the lead guitar player.
Get out!
Actually on the first album she's done with us is the cover album, which she actually sings lead vocal on also on the new Heaven Below cover album.
I cannot wait to hear this album, man.
Yeah, I want you to hear it. Now we really tried to cover everything.
Well, you know what? I want to do, if you don't mind, I want to get your size shirt. I want to send you some presents when we hang up. Well, when I push stop in a second, I want to get your address, or you can text it to my phone. I want to send you some stuff, and I'm dying, man. I want to hear that CD, I will buy it. You just tell me.
I'll get you in advance. I'll send you at least the digital advance.
Oh, I would love that so much, man. And I'm just ecstatic, man. I could probably sit here and talk all night. I'm probably feeling like I'm imposing now. Your girlfriend's there, she plays lead guitar on Heaven Below. Wow, I can't wait to hear this.
Yeah, I think you'll dig it. I'll send you a few songs right after we get off.
I'm going to dig it. All right, that sounds good. Patrick Kennison, where can we check all this stuff out, man?
Of course, heavenbelow.com is our central hub for everything, heavenbelow.com. Of course, we're on Spotify. Of course, we're on Apple Streaming, Google Play, Pandora, all that kind of stuff. I think even on Shazam, I think Shazam recognizes us now. And then, of course, you can always find me with Lita Ford out on the road and all that kind of stuff.
Patrick Kennison, Heaven Below, and Lita Ford. Thank you so much, brother. It was a pleasure talking to you. What a great guy. What a great personality. And what a hell of a singer.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate it. You too.
Hey, what's up? It's Patrick from Heaven Below and Lita Ford. You are listening to Little Ozzy's podcast. Crank it up now.
Noise playing in the streets, gonna be a big man someday. You got mud on your face, you big disgrace, kicking your can all over the place, singing. Sing it loud. Buddy, you're a young man, hard man, shouting in the street, gonna take on the world someday. You got blood on your face, you big disgrace, waving your banner all over the place, singing. You gotta sing it loud. You gotta sing it again. I gotta hear you sing it again. We will rock you. Yeah. 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 Ooh. Someday you got mud on your face. Big disgrace. Somebody better put you back in your place. Everybody now! Yeah, sing it loud! I gotta hear you now! We will rock you!
We are rolling. Here it comes.
It was one of those nights when you turn out the lights and everything comes into view. She was taking her time, I was losing my mind. There was nothing that she wouldn't do. It wasn't the first, it wasn't the last. She knew we was making love. I was so touch too much. She had the face of an angel, smiling with sin, the body of Venus with arms, dealing with danger, stroking my skin like an untold legend in stone. It wasn't the first, it wasn't the last, it wasn't that she didn't care. She wanted it hard, she wanted it fast, she liked it to be rare. Seems like a touch too much. Seems like a touch too much. Too much for my brain, too much for my brain. This damn woman's gonna drop me and say she got a touch too much.